Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing great. I am Neha Rajvanshi and I welcome you all in today's class, that is English class of class 10th. So students, we have started our very first topic from the grammar syllabus and this topic is tense, and in the previous video we have discussed our very first tense, that was present simple tense, and in today's video we will see the next tense. The name of this tense is present continuous tense, okay? And just like the previous video, we will see all the rules that are related with this tense and we will see the different uses of this tense, and yes, we will see so many examples to clear all the things, okay? So now let's begin our today's video, the video that is based on present continuous tense. So first of all, we will see some of the rules of helping verbs and main verbs. So right now, I am very much sure that you all are aware with this thing that each and every tense, they are having their own helping verb and they are having their own form of the main verb that we have also discussed in the previous video. So let's see the helping verbs of this tense, that is present continuous tense. So helping verb, we are having three, okay? So we can see here we are having three helping verb. The first one is, second is are, and the third helping verb is am. And yes, we have discussed this thing also, that all the different helping verbs, they are used according to the subject, okay? So suppose अगर किसी टेंस में एक ही helping verb है, then you know सभी subjects के लिए हमें वही use करनी है. But if we are having more than one helping verb, then what it means that you know those helping verbs, they will be used according to the subject. So now in this tense we are having three different helping verbs, is, are and am. So let's see the uses. So first of all, is. So is used for singular subject. So I am very much sure that now you all are aware what subject is, and yes, what are singular and plural. So we can say that subject is the doer of you know some action, because जो भी sentence होते हैं उसमें एक action verb होती है, और we can say the main verb is there and the doer of that action is known as the subject. So if we are having a singular subject, then we will use is, and if we are having plural subject, plural means more than one. So if our subject is a plural one, then at that time we will use are, okay? And then we are having one more helping verb here, that is am. So am is used you know exclusively only for I, right? So yes, we have discussed this thing also, that I is considered to be a plural subject, but in this tense, that is present continuous tense, we are having a separate helping verb. We are having one exclusive helping verb for I, that is am, okay? So am is used only and only for I. Clear? Let's see one more time. So we are having three different helping verbs, is, are, am, and yes, you have to learn all these rules, you have to learn all these things, that is always used for singular subject, are is always used for plural subject, and the helping verb am, it is used only for I. Clear? Next, moving on, now we are having main verbs. So yes, each and every tense, they are having their different rules, you know, how to use the main verb, how to use, you know, we can say how, which form of the main verb will be used in that tense. So let's see in this tense. So in this tense, we will use the first form of the main verb, and in that first form, we will add ing, okay? Like in the previous video, we have seen that in present simple tense we were adding s or es, right? But at that time also we were having some conditions that you know we were having different rules in positive sentence or negative and interrogative sentence. But this tense, that is present continuous tense, we are having the same rules for all the kinds of the sentence, whether the sentence is a positive one or that is a negative or interrogative one. That actually make no difference, because we are having the similar rules for all the different kinds of sentence. Clear? So no matter we are having a negative one or we are having an interrogative one or we are having a positive sentence, we have to follow these rules only. We have to use main verb, so first form, and we have to add ing along with that. Clear? So next we can see some examples of first form plus ing. कि क्या मतलब है इस बात का कि फर्स्ट फॉर्म के साथ हम ing हम कैसे ऐड करेंगे, किस तरह से ये वर्ब फॉर्म होती है. So now we can see some of the verbs, and these all are the first form, and we are adding ing. So we all know write is a verb, okay? So when we add ing, it will be writing. So students, in the previous video I have also told this thing that all the verbs, they are having three forms, first form, second form and third form, and आपको सभी forms पता होनी चाहिए, then only you will be able to use the correct form. अब आपको ये तो पता है कि first form use करनी है, but अगर आपको ये नहीं पता first form कौन सी होती है, then how will you use? So yes, आपको ये सब चीज़ें learn होनी चाहिए, आपको learn करनी है verbs की तीनों different forms, okay? Second, we are having reading. So here the first verb is read, और हमने उसमें ing ऐड कर दिया, so क्या हो गया? reading. Clear? Next one is dancing. Again the verb was dance, और उसमें हमने again we are adding ing, so now we are having a new word, that is dancing. Next is playing. So yes, the first form is play and we are adding ing, so now we are having playing, right? So in this way we have to add ing at the end of the main verb's first form. And yes, one more time I am repeating this thing, that in this tense, that is present continuous tense, we are having similar rules, okay, for all the different kinds of sentences. So this tense, we can say it is a little bit of different in this sense from the present simple tense, okay, because उस tense में हमने क्या देखा था, that for positive sentence we were having the different rules, for negative and interrogative sentence we were having different rules, but in this sentence we are having same rules. And yes, one more difference is there, that in that tense हमने एक चीज़ देखी थी कि helping verb hidden भी होती है, okay, लेकिन इस tense में ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है, we have to use our helping verbs in each and every sentence, okay. And yes, helping verb के main verb के जो rules हैं वो हर तरह के sentence में same रहने वाले हैं. So it's you can say it's a little bit of easy comparatively to present simple tense, because उसमें हमें ज़्यादा rules learn करनी है, because हमें according to the sentence, according to the type of the sentence we have to use helping verb and main verb. But in this tense we are having very simple rules, because we have to follow same rules for all different kinds of sentences. Clear? So now next let's see some of the examples that how we have to use helping verb, that is are and am, and how we have to use main verb, that is first form plus ing. So first sentence that we are having here is they are going to the picnic. So yes, we all know that in this tense we are having three different helping verbs, and helping verbs, they are used according to the subject. So in this sentence, what is our subject? They. Why? How can we say that they is the subject? Because we are having main verb, that is going, and who is going? What is the answer of who is going? They are going. So as I have told you this thing also, that the doer of the action verb is known as the subject. So in this sentence they are the doer because they are going. So yes, we are having they as a subject, and yes, we all know that they is a plural subject. They means more than one, and this is the reason that we are using are. And yes, go plus ing, first form plus ing, so we will write going. So our answer is they are going to the picnic, okay. Second is she writing a letter? And yes, we are having question mark, it means it is the example of the interrogative sentence, but as we have discussed that we are having the similar rules, so this time also we will use helping verb according to the subject. Now our subject is she, and she is a singular subject, and this is the reason that we are using is, and first form is write, and we have to add ing, so our word will be writing, and our sentence will be is she writing a letter, okay. Next sentence is I am learning how to play guitar. So here we are having I as the subject. So again we are having a different helping verb for I, that is am. So we are having I, so we will use am here, and again first form plus ing. So our word will be learning, and the sentence will be I am learning how to play guitar. Clear? Next is, are you planning to visit the library? So again we are having one question mark at the end of the sentence. So yes, we can say that this is the example of interrogative sentence, and now we are having you as our subject, and you is also a plural subject. So this is the reason we are using are and first form plus ing. So our word will be planning. Okay, plan plus ing, it will be planning, and the sentence will be, are you planning to visit the library? Okay, clear? So here we can say this thing, that for singular subject we are using is, for plural subject we are using are, and for I we are using am. Okay, so we are having three different helping verb in this tense, and main verb के का जो rule है, that is very simple and that is the same. Always we have to use first form and we have to add ing in that first form. Okay, so we can say that first form plus ing. Okay, so we are having going, we are having writing, we are having learning and planning. Clear? So it's very easy to learn. Next, now we are talking about the uses, that what are the uses of this tense, or we can say what are the different kinds of sentences in which this tense, that is present continuous tense, this tense is used. Okay, so let's see the first use of present continuous tense. For an action taking place at the time of speaking. So yes, this tense, present continuous tense, this tense is used for an action to show one of the action, to show one of the work that is taking place at the time of speaking. Okay, so what it means? It means time of speaking means right now, जब हम कोई बात बोल रहे हैं, so at that time, at that moment when some work is going on, so at that time we are using present continuous tense to express that work. So let's see some of the example to clear this thing. So let's see the first example, that is Sudha is reading a novel now. So we are having one word now here. So now is a word that shows that this action, this work is going on right now. So this is the reason that we will use present continuous tense in this sentence, and Sudha is a singular subject. So yes, we will use is and first form plus ing. So read plus ing, it will be reading. So our sentence will be Sudha is reading a novel now. Clear? Second sentence is, the boys are playing football. Okay, so suppose we are sitting somewhere, we are sitting in a garden, or we are sitting in somewhere, and there are some boys and they are playing football. So we are talking to someone and we are showing that just look, there are some boys, and the boys, they are playing football. Okay, and boys, they are we can say it's a plural subject, and this is the reason we are using are and first form plus ing. So play plus ing, it will be playing, and the sentence will be, the boys are playing football. Okay, so this is the first use of present continuous tense. So this tense is used to show all the actions, all the work, all the everything that is going on at the time of speaking, that is going on at the present time, at the current moment. Clear? Next, we can see the second use of present continuous tense. So let's read. For personal arranged future programs. Okay, so the name of the tense is present continuous tense, but sometimes this tense is used to show the future program also. Okay, and those programs that are personally arranged future program. So yes, in those cases we can use present continuous tense. How? Let's see some of the examples. He is leaving for Bombay tomorrow morning. So we are having one word here, tomorrow, and this word shows that we are talking about the future time, but still we are using present continuous tense here, and we are writing is leaving. We are using is because our subject is singular, and we are adding ing in the first form. Okay, so this is a little bit of tricky. You have to learn this thing, that we can use present continuous tense in the sentences that are showing the future program. Okay, so yes, sometimes in some cases we can use present continuous tense to show some future programs, to show some future events. Okay, Second, we can see example here. I am coming to you next week. Again, we are having one word next that shows future time, that is showing some future planning, but still we are using present continuous tense again, and we are writing I am coming. Why am? Because we are having I as subject and first form plus ing, so come plus ing, it will be coming. So we are writing I am coming to you next week. Okay, so this is the second use of this tense, that is present continuous tense. So let's revise one more time. So this tense, present continuous tense, it can be used in some cases, it can be used sometimes to show future events, to show future programs. Okay, so yes, in the sentence we can have some words that show the future planning, that shows the future event, future program, but still we use present continuous tense in such sentence. Clear? Next, we are having the third use of this tense. So let's read. Use of going to shows intention, likelihood or probability. So we are having one word that is going to. Okay, so it's a very common word. आप सबने भी इसको use करते हैं, बहुत ही commonly इस word को use करते हैं. Like suppose I am saying that I am going to visit Taj, or we can say that he is going to study harder. So it's a very common word. So what it shows going to? So this word going to, it shows intentions, it shows likelihood, or we can say it shows probability of something. So again we are having some of the example to clear this thing. So let's see first one. He is going to start a business next year. So we are having again next word, that is this indication that we are talking about the future time, but we are using is going here. So we can say that is going means will. We can read this sentence like this also. He will is to will be included also. So we can say that he will start a business next year. So we can say that we are replacing will and we are adding is going to, are going to or am going to. Okay, so such kind of sentence they can be used. So this can be the structure of also of one of the sentence also. Second example that we are having is the patient is going to die. So again here is going to, it can be replaced with will. ओके हम ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं सेंटेंस को, द पेशेंट विल डाई. ओके, सो वी कैन रिप्लेस विल विथ इज गोइंग टू, आर गोइंग टू और एम गोइंग टू अकॉर्डिंग टू द सब्जेक्ट. Clear? So yes, is going to, this is a very common word, it's a very common phrase that is used to show intention, likelihood or probability. Clear? So these are the basic uses of this tense. Now we are having some of the common words that are very generally, very frequently they are used in this tense, that is present continuous tense. So let's see. So the first word is now. So as the tense suggests, the name of the tense suggests present continuous tense. So it means this tense shows the work, this tense shows the actions that are going on right now. Present means at the present time, present moment, and they are continuously going on. Okay, so we are having some of the words that show this thing. So we are having now. Okay, and we can say at present, at this time, or we can say at this moment, at the moment, or we can say this morning, we can say currently. So currently means the same right now. Okay, or we can say this evening or these days, or we are having nowadays. Okay, so these are some of the words, or all these words shows the same thing, that the action is going on right now, that the action is going on at this moment. Okay, and this is the reason that all these words are generally used to show present continuous tense. Clear? So we have discussed all the rules that are related with the helping verb and main verb. We have seen so many uses, the basic uses where this tense is used, and now we are having the common words that are used in this tense. And yes, we have seen so many examples also. Okay, next moving on, again we are having some of the example, and we are having some sentence with the blanks, and then we are having main verb. We have to read the sentence, we have to identify the the tense, and according to the rules we have to fill all the blanks. Okay, so I am very much sure that you all are ready with your answer because you have learned all the rules, you have seen so many examples. So now you all are able to answer all the sentence, to complete all the sentence. Okay, so let's see the first one. She look at the newspaper at present. So in this sentence we are having the word at present, and yes, we have seen this word in the common word section. So this word shows that this sentence is using, we have to use present continuous tense in this sentence. So first of all, let's see the subject. Subject is she is a singular subject, so we will write is. Okay, main verb is look, and we all know that in present continuous tense we have to use the first form of the main verb and we have to add ing. So we will add ing, so it will be looking. So our answer will be she is looking at the newspaper at present. Clear? It's very easy. Second is you do anything now. So first of all, you have to focus always that what kind of sentence you are having, right? So we are having question mark at the end of the sentence. So it means that this sentence is an interrogative sentence, okay? And we are not having any WH word. So it means that we have to use helping verb as a question word, okay? So the subject is a you. So you is a plural subject, and for all the plural subject we always use are. Okay, so we will write are you. The word or we can say the action verb that we are having is do, so we will add ing, so it will be doing. It will come here. So our sentence will be are you doing anything now? Okay. Next is what you do these days. Again it's an interrogative sentence because we are having question mark at the end of the sentence, and in this interrogative sentence we are having one question word at the beginning. Okay, we are having one WH word. So again we will write helping verb here, main verb here. Helping verb we will add according to the subject. Our subject is you, so we will write are here because we all know that you is a plural subject, and for plural subject always we use are. Okay, next again we are having do as a main verb, so we will add ing. It will be doing, and the sentence will be what are you doing these days, right? Next, please give me something to eat, I die with hunger. Okay, so it's again very simple sentence and it's a positive sentence, and we are having I as subject, and now we all know that for I we always use am. So we will write first of all helping verb, that is am, and we are having die as main verb, so plus ing it will be dying. Okay, so our sentence will be please give me something to eat, I am dying with hunger. Okay, next is look, they swim against the current. Okay, so again it's a present continuous tense, and for we are having they as subject. So for they, because it's a plural subject, so we will write are, they are, and we are having swim as main verb, swim as action word, so we will add ing, so it will be swimming. Okay, so our answer will be look, they are swimming against the current, right? Next is please don't disturb her, she study. Okay, so present continuous tense is here, and we are having she as subject. She is a singular subject, so we will write is for she, and study we will add ing, so it will be studying. So our answer will be please don't disturb her, she is studying. Okay, next is he built another house these days. So we are having these days, and this phrase, this word shows that this is a present continuous tense, and we are having he as the subject. He is a singular subject, so we will write first of all is for he. Next we are having main verb build, so we will add ing, so it will be building. So our answer will be he is building another house these days. Okay, so we have seen so many examples, we have discussed so many sentences just to clear all the things, just to clear that we are having 3 helping verbs, and those helping verbs, they are used according to the subject. If subject is singular, we will use is. If subject is plural, we will use are, and if the subject is I, then we will use am. Okay, and for the main verb, always we will use first form plus ing. Okay, so we have seen so many examples also. Next, one more point that we are having here is these verbs are normally not used in any continuous tense. So this point is very important because generally we do these kinds of silly mistakes, because अगर हमें चीज़ नहीं पता है, so according to the sentence हम कोई word देखते हैं जिसे हम आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं कि ये प्रेजेंट कॉन्टिन्यूस टेंस है, और हम उसको प्रेजेंट कॉन्टिन्यूस टेंस में लिख देते हैं. बट यू हैव टू लर्न this thing, you have to be aware with this thing that there are certain verbs, there are certain action words that are never used in any kind of continuous tense. So we are having this rule that there are some verbs that are normally not used in any continuous tense. Any continuous tense means present continuous tense, past continuous tense और future continuous tense. मतलब कुछ verbs ऐसी होती हैं जिनको हम continuous form में generally नहीं लिखते हैं. So what are these verbs? Let's see. First of all, we are having some verb of perception like see, hear, smell, notice, recognize. Okay, so these are some of the verbs, these are some of the action words जिनको हम generally continuous tense में नहीं लिखते हैं. So first is verb of perception. Second, we are having verbs of appearing. Okay, like we are having appear, look, seem, etc. So ऐसे words जो किसी की appearance को show करते हैं, एक ऐसे verbs जिनसे हमें किसी की appearing पता चलती है, so ऐसे words भी हम continuous tense में नहीं लिखते हैं. So for example, we are having appear, look, seem, or there may be so many other words also. Okay, next we are having verbs of emotions. Okay, so these are some of the emotions that are never used to using present continuous tense, like we are having want, wish, desire, feel, like, love, hate, hope, refuse, prefer, etc. So again, these are the words, these are the emotions जिनको हम generally present continuous tense या किसी भी continuous tense में हम use नहीं करते हैं. continuous tense के structure में हम इन verbs को नहीं लिखते हैं. Next, we are having verbs of thinking. So what it means? Suppose we are having think, suppose, believe, agree, consider, trust, remember, forget, know, understand, imagine, means, mind, etc. So again, these are some of the words, these are some of the action verbs जो सभी related है किससे? thinking से, और इसे भी generally हम continuous tense के structure में use नहीं करते हैं. Next, we are having have. Have means possess. Okay, जब हम किसी चीज़ को possession के रूप में show करते हैं, so suppose own, possess, belong to, contain, consist of. Okay, so again, if we are having some words to show the possession, to show the belonging, then we don't use continuous tense generally normally. Okay, so this is a very important point जो आपको पता होना चाहिए, and you all have to be aware with this thing कि अगर इनमें से कोई verb है, इनमें से कोई word आपको दिया हुआ है सेंटेंस में, so आप उसको generally continuous tense में हम नहीं लिखेंगे. Okay, so next again we are having one table here, and one more time we can revise all these things, and we can try to understand that what it means, किस तरह से हम लिखेंगे तो वो wrong हो जाएगा और उसका right structure क्या हो सकता है. Okay, so what can be the right answer, and क्या आंसर ऐसा हम लिखें जो wrong हो सकता है अगर हमने continuous form में लिख दिया. So let's see. First sentence is I am thinking, you are wrong. So thinking is a word जिसे हम continuous tense में नहीं लिखते हैं. So how can we write this sentence? We can write the sentence I think you are wrong. Okay, so generally we don't use I am thinking you are wrong. Generally we use I think you are wrong, right? Second, we are having she is seeming sad. So again, seem is a word to show the appearance of someone. So इसको भी हम continuous tense में नहीं लिखेंगे, and the right sentence will be she seems sad. Clear? Next we are having she is having a cellular phone. Okay, so यहाँ पे जो have है it shows possession. Okay, it shows the belonging, so we will write she has a cellular phone. Okay, next is she is knowing him very well. So we are having a word know, so we won't use continuous form here, we won't use continuous structure, we won't add ing here, and we will write she knows him very well. Next is he is understanding it. So again understanding is the verb, it's a word that we want to write in continuous structure, so we will write he understands it. So one thing that I am very much sure is clear to you all, that why are we adding s, why? I hope that you all are having the answer why. What is the reason? Because we are having present simple tense that we have discussed already, and because this is a positive sentence and our subject is a singular one. So if we are writing a positive sentence in present simple tense, and if the subject is a singular one, then always we use, always we add, you can say s or es, right? I am very much sure कि ये rule, ये tense आपको अब clear हो चुका है. So because this structure is a present simple tense structure and our subject is singular here, this is also singular, and this is the reason we are adding s. यहाँ पे भी हमने s ऐड किया है, understand में भी हमने s ऐड किया है, right? Next is I am feeling that you are right. Again feel is a word. Again feel is one of the action verb that we want to write using continuous structure. So the right structure will be I feel that you are right. And what is the reason that we are not having s here, right? What is the reason? The reason is very clear, because as a subject we are having I, and I is always considered to be a plural subject, and for plural subjects we want use s or es, we just write first form, and this is the reason we are writing I feel. Clear? So this is a very important point, this is a very important thing that you have to be aware of, right? So this is all about present continuous tense, and let's revise all the things one more time. So first of all, let's talk about the helping verb. So yes, we are having three helping verb in this tense. They are is, are, and am. So helping verb, if we are having more than one helping verb, then just remember this thing, that then we have to look at the subject, and according to the subject we have to use these helping verbs. So now we are having three helping verbs, so we have to use these helping verbs according to the subject. So is always used for singular subjects. Are, this word is used for plural subject. Plural means more than one. So if the subject is a plural form, if the subject is more than one, then we will use are, and am is used exclusively only for I. Okay, so we are having a separate helping verb for I, right? So is, are, and am is for singular subjects, are for plural subject, and am for I. Okay. Next, if we are talking about the main verb, so in continuous tense we always use first form and we add ing. So these are the rules that are common for negative sentence, for interrogative sentence, and for positive sentence. So no matter what kind of sentence we are having, in all the sentences we have to follow the same rules. We have to follow the three helping verbs according to the subject, and we have to use first form plus ing as a main verb. Okay, so this is all about present continuous tense. I am very much sure that this tense, all the rules related with this tense, everything is clear to you all. And in the next video we will start with our new tense. So just be with me and see you in the next video. Thank you.